make sure you pause it on the...
Yes, I will pause it up here.
Yeah, because we're going to go live at some point, and then we're going to make... Hello, YouTube. Oh, can you lower the video
yes, I will,
too?
I will.
Because it just seems a little high.
I will.
Wayfair.ca.
Wayfair.ca. Oh, yeah, that's still Wayfair. It's the other one that they changed the name.
So let's go down.
Oh, that's better. That's much better. Much, much better. Hi!
Hi, everyone!
Hi, Kim. Hi, Donna. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Deb. Too much food. Yeah,
yes,
too
much
much food. I agree, but that's self-inflicted.
Yeah, we all did that on our own, right?
Yep, at least we did.
Yeah,
we're not gonna blame anybody else
yeah.
but us, but we self-inflicted the too much food.
So if any of you are watching,
hi, Misty.
So if anybody's watching on Facebook or on Instagram, you're watching live right now tonight, Monday, October 14th. Just swing over to YouTube, and you'll be able to actually send comments or questions and actually interact with us.
Hi, Linda. Hi, Julie.
We can't see the YouTube and Facebook chats. So
no, they're too small, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So if you really do want to chat with us while we are live, please head over to YouTube. And I know we're redundant, and I apologize about that. But we just want to also put a disclaimer. We do repeat ourselves quite a bit on our videos, because I think what ends up happening
is
we get new people, and not only that, you're going to notice you got to do the same thing a lot in this program. You got to repeat. It's wash, repeat, wash, repeat.
And you got to remind yourself constantly of the same things.
So the more you talk about it, the more you do it, the more you actually end up finding new ideas, I find, too.
Yeah.
Because sometimes your ideas or your ways of doing something one way evolve as you start getting better at things, or as you start learning from other people.
Seems like they said to join us.
I know. Look at this little black kitty.
Yeah.
They've been so loving today.
So as always, our shows have changed. Our first half hour of our show, we will be talking about today's topic, which is making it through the holidays. And then the second half
which, I'll say, we didn't really make it through the holidays.
The first one.
Gonna lie.
We'll talk about that in our second half hour of our show.
Yes.
Which is about what happened this week. Our
way in,
our visits, things we've done, our tour. So if you want to stick around for that, that'll be in 30 minutes. So we'll start now. Yeah, or so. Yeah, we still need to talk a little louder.
So what's the first Halloween coming up, everybody? Other than Thanksgiving for us, because that's already gone.
Yes. But the next one. What's the next one?
What's the next Thanksgiving? And it's really not a holiday. I'm sorry. I apologize for those who believe it's a holiday.
Yes,
because you really don't get time off, right? Yeah. But the next holiday, which are in your face with food, is Halloween. And it's not even like it's good food ever.
Yeah.
It's like candy apples and junk, right?
And so that's usually a bad time of year too for a lot of people, because you have all these treats that are so really available at work, everywhere you go, mini chocolates, bag of chips.
Honestly, mini chocolates is exactly where I was going to go with that, because at least you know they're mini, and you know that they're portion controlled. If you are one of those people that need to have things portioned, and don't get me wrong, Halloween is a fun holiday, although, again, it is almost like what we consider a Hallmark holiday nowadays, because it's so in your face and so publicized and marketed, right?
Yeah. So one of our tips for Halloween is buy healthier snacks.
Yes.
So we actually saw today at the grocery store Made Good, which we know we love their product.
Has Halloween Rice Krispies.
Exactly. So if they have that product, then buy that. So if you have some, at least you know it's a lower point option, and maybe try to buy some of those snacks a bit more.
And instead of going to buy your regular snacks, which are your gummies, like your Sour Patch Kid packets and things like that, they actually have like fruit lunch gummies, which are made with real fruit. They're lower in points. I mean, the sugar might be the same, but it could be something that might be better.
Yeah.
I would suggest Smart Eats. Is that what are those again?
The popcorn?
No, the gummies, the ones that we love.
Smart Sweets.
Smart Sweets.
Yeah.
However, they don't come into mini portions. Yeah. And they are a little expensive, so I wouldn't recommend you handing those out. But for yourself, so that way you feel like you're eating candy when everybody else is eating candy, you have that option there.
Yeah. The other option too is if you know that you're gonna buy something you don't like.
Yes. So especially if you're the one handing out candy.
Yeah.
So if you don't like chocolate covered raisins, hand out chocolate covered raisins, because I would never eat them.
Exactly.
Oh my God, that's such a good idea, honey. You're so smart.
You didn't see it? I wrote it down.
I know you did, but I didn't even think about that. But you know what? We don't even have to think about that much, because I don't think we'll be handing out candy anymore.
And then the other option too is if you're good at controlling yourself, you can also plan it. So, set yourself somewhere in your house a daily little treat where you have maybe one chocolate bar, one chip. And set that every day, and maybe, if you're good at controlling yourself, allow yourself to have that snack. It is portion control, so you can point it out. It's actually prepared for you already in a smaller bag, and so try to maybe do it that way, because we could do that. We've done it before. So.
Yeah, and I love that Cameron said she has the sun-ripe fruit snacks, which are like a gummy. That's a great option, and I believe those are really low in points.
Yeah.
And like you said, trackable, and you still feel like you're indulging, so that's awesome. Yeah. Another good rule of thumb, especially with Halloween, is once you have Halloween is over, get rid of those candies.
Yeah, right
Don't
away.
have them
Bring
in your house. Bring them to work. Give them to your friends. Make sure you hand them all out. If it's the last couple of trick-or-treaters, make those kids days. Yeah. Give them 10 candy bars each or 10 bags of chip each. They will love you.
And if you can't do that, get rid of it. Like we tend to bring it to work or to just give it. But what we tend to do a lot, also at the end of the night, when it gets near the end of the night, we actually start giving a ton to the kids that come at the end.
That's what I just said.
Oh. Sorry, I was reading stuff.
I was like, that's what I just said. I was like, you start handing out like 10 more candy. Yeah. So that way...
We've done that a lot,
actually. We've totally done that a lot.
So those are our main tips for Halloween. So if you guys have any more tips...
Yeah, let us know what your tips for Halloween are.
Yeah, put it in the chat. So again, Facebook and Instagram will get to see you, so go on YouTube. But on YouTube, post your tips, and people will get to see them, and we'll read them if we see some of them. And then we'll move on to the next topic.
So, is planning ahead when you know you're having an event.
Yes. So that's basically the next section of this conversation. This time of year is a lot about... Summer's about this too.
Yes.
The summer's a lot more fresh vegetables. So it's a barbecue season. There's
or people are bringing in like fruit trays and stuff like that.
Yeah. There's vegetable trays. There's salads. It's a lot more, better.
It's not your home warming foods, like because your comfort food, because it's not cold outside.
Exactly. So when this time of year hits and parties start happening, the food changes and it's a lot harder to find those healthier options because there's a lot more hearty and things full of fat and sugar at this time of year, to be completely honest. So if you plan ahead, you can still have those meals. Remember, you're not doing this every day of the year.
No.
It is just one season. Now, don't go overboard. Don't do it every day. But, if you have a lunch and a dinner event at work, plan for it.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you have that being planned for. So basically, look up the menu if you're going out to lunch. Check that menu out before you even go. Yeah. So that way you can actually know what you're gonna have and already know the changes before you actually get to the actual restaurant. Because how hard is it if you're in a group of people and you're the one, and you never want to be the picky one, right? But then you're like, okay, well, I have no butter and no seasoning and no this and no mayo and no this. So if you already have that ready for the waiter when you get there, boom, you get to order in 5 seconds.
Yes. So just going back on Halloween, I had a few people here say that have children, that it's hard with their children having kids and bring their own candy home. So my tip to you guys, and I don't have kids, so this is just something I'm throwing out there. Maybe ask your child to make yourself accountable. So tell them, if mommy asks for a piece of candy, or if I want one, have them ask you back, are you sure, mommy?
You know what?
Are you sure, daddy? Because if they ask you that question, it might you think twice about doing it.
Or tell them every time that you ask for a piece of candy, you have to give them $1 or $0.25.
Yeah, or something like that.
Find a game out of it.
Yeah.
Make it a challenge for yourself.
So keep yourself accountable. If that's something that works for you, it's always these tricks and these things you can do to try to help yourself out, right? It's not always easy to be able to stop yourself. So if you can find ways to trick yourself, it's like our rules that we create.
Exactly.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Do 10 burpees. Yes. I love that. Yeah. I love that. I do 10 burpees. Say, okay, I will do 10 burpees, just like what we did earlier today. So we'll tell you about that later. Yeah. But we did something earlier today as well.
So another thing about planning ahead is.
I just said that. Look up the menu.
Oh, okay.
I already talked about that.
And then the next one.
Really behind
did you talk about because I was reading your comments.
No, I haven't. But he doesn't listen to me when I talk, people.
I do.
I feel neglected.
Now they're all going to think I neglect you.
He does. I'm abused.
So what's the next one, honey?
I don't know. It's use the caloric menu, exactly. Here in Canada, at least. But pardon me?
The
caloric info menu, exactly. Actually, the funny thing is when here in Canada, in January 2018, I believe it was.
Yeah.
There was a law passed that all menus had to have caloric information on them. Any menu on a billboard in a restaurant that you order at, like at Tim Hortons, a Wendy's, a Burger King, And also in restaurants with menus.
Yeah.
At first we were like, really, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous.
But it helps.
But it's really helpful.
Yeah, it really helps.
And not saying that one thing, you always have to look at you do, because when you look at something that's 1,600 calories.
And and 600
calories.
You can already deduce that at least part of that one at 600 calories is less likely to have more fat and more items that make it higher caloric.
Exactly.
Like it happened once we went to Moxie's. We were gonna get a chicken. We talked about this before. We're gonna get a chicken with a mango sauce, and we thought, oh, it's chicken. It'll be low calorie. But no, we looked at it was 1,600 calories, and then the chicken tacos were 600.
So of course, naturally, we went with the 600, not the 6.
Exactly.
1,600.
Yeah.
So.
Another thing that we want to give a tip on is guesstimate your points. Sometimes people ask us, well, I can't figure it out. I don't know what these points are. Give yourself, you kind of can gauge sometimes what you think certain things are based on after a while of doing the program, or look up those certain foods on your phone.
And when we always say guesstimate, we say guesstimate and then add plus one.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Yeah, we always go up
that way
more.
You're safe.
Yeah.
You never know how much oil they're using. You don't know if they're using an actual tablespoon or if they're actually using a tablespoon of butter or if a tablespoon of mayo. How important is it to use your points? It's very important, Bev, actually. You should be using at least
some of your points.
Most of your points. You could have a leftover of 4 points per day, which is totally fine. Yeah. But if you are left
because we've had days we've had tons of points left, so we can't lie.
But not ongoing, not every day.
Ongoing.
Not every day. It doesn't happen that way.
No. Something else that we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, another thing we were on that I was going to talk about that. Yeah, exactly.
Is if you ever have a meal that you have to help, provide an option for a lunch, suggest a buffet.
And I know you guys are like, are you kidding me? Why a buffet?
There's a lot of healthier
More
options
in a buffet.
Yeah, there's fish, there's chicken, there's vegetables.
Fresh veggies, there's seafood, there's fruit, a lot of fruit. So those buffets, even though they are somewhat your enemy, if you have a harder time controlling yourself, they are actually very beneficial at other times as well.
Yeah, because what I usually do, I've done it a lot, is I usually try to pack my plate full of the 0 point items.
Yep.
And then I add myself a few things that are not 0 points to give myself that treat so I can feel like I'm enjoying something. But then I don't let myself go overboard. So that's one of the things that's basically our tips for planning ahead for meals that are coming up.
Exactly.
Now, another kind of topic I want to talk about is to pick the meal that you want to indulge in.
Exactly. So if you're a breakfast person and you like to have those big indulgent breakfasts and your family at Christmas time or will have that pancake, waffle, French toast, bacon, eggs. Yeah. If that's the meal you're going to indulge in, make sure that you're making better choices for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah. Pick your. So that's what we did on the WWE cruise. As you guys know, we actually lost 6 pounds on the cruise when we went on, and the reason is because we knew that we planned ahead. We knew that our main important meal was lunch because that's when we were off the ship. So we would make sure that our breakfast and our dinners were actually chicken or fruit or vegetables or something lower. When we were on the other cruise, when we were in the cruise earlier this year, in February or in April, that one, we knew that our dinners were more important. So every breakfast and lunch was really low point. We had salads at lunch. We had like fruit at breakfast.
The one in April, it was always dinner that we indulged in. Yeah.
So we switched it around based on what we knew was the most important. So, and some of you say, why I like all 3 meals? Well, then you have to make a choice. You can't...
Well, or guess what? Indulge in all 3 meals, but then deal with the consequences after.
Yeah.
And don't make yourself feel guilty. If you made that decision that you were going to indulge in all 3 meals in the same day, more power to you. There's nothing wrong with that. But again, don't go back after and start saying, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. You made the decision consciously. And I think that's the hardest part. Again, it has a lot to do with that whole mental state and what this week's topic was, your mindset.
And if you know an event's coming up,
and stress.
Another thing that we like doing is, did you do this one yet?
No.
So if you know it's coming up, then have lighter meals throughout the day. So like we said, plan ahead. If you know that a party that you're going to be going at night has a buffet or is going to have a lot of chips or a lot of candy, treats, how do you try to have lower point meals? Eat more healthy salads and those types of items because you know it's at night you're going to indulge. So try to plan that way as well.
It's true, we don't like to forgive ourselves, Rosie, but guess what? You have to.
Yeah.
There's no use in
Because we've been bad this weekend.
Oh, completely.
And
I don't feel guilty.
No.
I don't. You know what I feel? I feel blah.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
I think I ate a lot.
I feel like I ate a lot, and I feel like I don't want to feel like this.
Yeah.
And I think, as I was saying earlier before we got into YouTube, I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely physically exhausted today. And we did a lot of work today, mind you. But the food choices I think we made didn't help.
No.
And it's not like we made terrible food choices, but some were bad.
Yeah. Another tip is to get a takeout container. So if you go to and split the meal. So if you're going to a restaurant and you're with someone that you know is also in WW with you, or your spouse that was willing to work with you, split your meal. We often do that where we'll split 2 meals, or we'll split together so we can each have a bit of each instead of getting an appetizer and a meal. Or we'll split appetizers, or we'll split different things so that we can both have different experiences. And then also sometimes if you're getting something you don't want to eat the entire thing, get a takeout container. Exactly.
Take a takeout container and put half of it in, or even ask them to box it up for you in the back of the house if they do it that way. So either way, or prior to going to the restaurant, have a snack.
Yeah.
Eat something before you even go to the restaurant, so that way when you get to the restaurant, you're not as hungry. So you might not want to eat something. Yes, you are correct, Shannon, and we move next weekend.
Yes, next weekend.
Yes.
So one of the second last kind of topic we want to talk about is dinners at your own place.
Or somebody else's house.
Or somebody else's house. So this is something that, if you're planning dinners, those are coming up, you're going to have parties, you're going to be actually doing it at your own place, you're going to have people coming over. So that's actually a good thing. That's what we love, because we love that we can plan out our meals to be WW friendly if people come over, and most of the time they don't know.
No, a lot of times they have no idea, and they go, "What is this? How good is this?"
And we'll say it's one of our recipes.
It's one of our WW recipes.
Yes.
And it is, Rosie. To us, it's easier. It seems like a lot of work, but it really isn't.
When people ask us to go out, we say, "Oh, you guys just want to come over to eat?" And stuff, because we prefer it. It's a lot easier for us to plan that way, and we don't mind cooking. We have fun hosting. Yeah.
So if it's something that you enjoy doing, try it out. Even if it's something you don't like doing. I kind of want
to throw out that idea we had today to them at some point during our live. If anybody, I just want to see if anybody would be interested.
I'm sure everybody would be interested, hon.
I'm going to suggest it.
But let's not tease them before we know if we can do it.
I will tell you guys when we're doing a 30-minute later. Yeah, I will. Okay, so another thing, so like I said, you can control the points of the food you're making, and and you can have better options. So you can make some of our recipes that we've made. Some of you can make lower point appetizers. You can make. Are you still making faces?
I am no longer making faces.
Okay. And then, so you can plan ahead, make most of the food 0 points, or make options that you'll be able to have.
And another thing I want to say is a lot of these holidays, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, all of these major holidays, look at the what kind of foods are on that table.
Yeah.
Turkey, white meat, 0 points.
Yeah.
Chicken. Well, chicken's usually not an option on those ones.
Yeah.
But you have vegetables, carrots, broccoli, salad. Make sure, why is it ever wrong to if you're at a party early enough and you see the salad, they're making a salad, ask the host, do you mind putting a little bit on the side for me without any dressing if it's going to be a pre-made salad?
Yeah.
Ask. There's nothing wrong with asking. And a lot of times
even if you get like flashback from the person, if someone says something back to you, who cares? It has nothing to do with you. It's maybe they're having a bad day. Let them be who they want to be, and they get negativity. Don't let other people bring you down.
Yes, food allergies really do help in this time of year too, Rosie. You are hilarious.
Yeah.
Although it's not funny to have an allergy, but it is so true.
Yeah. So the last portion is parties. So let's talk a bit about parties. So we've actually talked about some of our rules for parties before. One of the things is that we suggest is walking away. So one of the things that we've done at parties is we'll actually walk up to a buffet and only allow ourselves one item from food, and then we'll walk away and then come back later for another piece. We don't try to eat more than one thing. We don't actually hold a plate, because we find that if we hold a plate, we come back in grace anyway. So that's one of our tips. So find ways, if you know you're type of person that you're okay with having one plate, you don't go back, then use that trick for yourself.
Pick a smaller plate, Don't pick the big plate. That's always a good option there.
Another thing is, again, planning ahead with 0 point meals. To us is a very, it's something we do all the time. When we know something is coming up, we try to Like on Friday, we knew we'd go out to your mom, to your parents on Friday. We knew there was going to be some dessert, so we knew ahead of time. So we ate almost all 0-point meals all day. I think we used 5 points that day or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm not mistaken, it was 5 points. Yeah. Did we have? No, we didn't have a wrap. We had a salad for lunch.
Yeah.
So we used maybe 5 points all day.
Yeah, which was insane, like to not use that many points, but we planned for it. Yeah, so that's basically our tips. No plate, but like again, find what works for you. So what if you're a person that you before you go eat another option, but that never works for us. That's why we know that if we go and we've already eaten, it doesn't matter.
We'll still eat.
That's
planning is big.
But you need to learn. You need to understand who you are as a person. If you eating before, stop. You're eating there,
then do it.
But that's what
someone even said just drinking water before you're going, or you know what, making sure you have water with you at all times. Yeah. So every time you actually are thinking of having a piece of food, you drink water instead.
Yeah.
So we have 10 minutes before we go into our meeting. So let's see if anybody else has any comments or questions or anything like that.
Yeah, anybody who have any questions or other tips?
Or other tips that you want us to mention to everybody?
About holidays and getting through them. I know one of the big things is family. A lot of people have, we've talked about this before, about being supported by your own family through your journey. A lot of people don't have that support. So
same for us.
A lot of people don't have that support, so someone said go to the gym.
Ooh, I love that idea. Go to the gym before.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so if you guys have that option, if you guys have that option of being able to do that, then yeah, go ahead for sure. Planning is definitely big for everything. And like we said, plan according to what you have as your own mentality, what works for you. Like we give our tips because this is what works for us, but your own items might be things that work for you yourself, and those might help other people.
Sugar worse than fat content? That's a very good question. I'm not sure.
I think they're equally bad.
I think if you have sugar and fat in the same item, that's very bad. But I mean, what doesn't, right? So I think you really just have to be careful with portion control when it comes to certain things as well.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part when you have all these good foods out there.
Yeah. And like I said, another thing about, like I was talking about family, so another thing about family is if you have those issues where you're not being supported and you're going somewhere, you're trying to be as good as you can, and you're not getting that support, just try to get through that day. And if you can't get through it, it's just one day. I'm hoping that you're not going through every single meal and everybody's going to come after you, or you're not being supported every meal. If you have that one meal, you know what, just let it go through that meal, eat what you can, be as good as you can do, but then the next day is a new day.
So Lori just asked a great question. She goes, how do you guys get back on track after a holiday weekend with so much delicious food? And this is a great thing for us right now.
Yeah.
We'll talk about, we went through a hell of a weekend this weekend because we thought we were going to be great and we thought we were going to be really good, but you know what?
We just kept eating.
We just kept eating.
Yeah.
And we ate a lot of stuff. We ate nowhere near as much as we used to eat still, but still ate more than what we normally do.
Yeah, yeah.
And we did not track. We were terrible. We should have tracked, but we weighed in this weekend, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. So we held ourselves accountable.
Yeah.
And so
we're telling everyone that we did it.
Of course, we're talking about it. There's no hiding. There's no use to hiding it because
there's no point in hiding it.
Why am I gonna lie about it? Because if I lie about it, who am I helping other than myself?
I can't say no to cheese either.
No, he can't. So basically, now that we had our weekend of indulging, one of the things we did earlier today, though, in order to get some indulgence, we went for a walk.
We went for a 2 hour walk.
We went for a 10-kilometer walk today.
Yeah.
And so we're going to talk about that in a bit. But so those are things that we did in order to, compensate and get back into the swing of things.
Yeah. And also our fridge has we have no more bad food left in the house now.
No.
It's all healthy vegetables, everything that was bad.
Well, we barely have any food in the house right now.
Because we're moving next week.
Because we are moving. And I apologize for my yawning, everybody. I cannot tell you how exhausted I am. My body is just really, really tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, walking after a meal is a great idea, Misty. That is a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
When I don't eat sweets for a week, when I don't want something sweet, I overeat.
Yeah, so get yourself ready for the next day. And what we always say is...
Another thing, too, is prepare yourself. So you say, okay, I was bad this weekend. Like, have your gym bag outside of your bedroom door, ready to go, already packed.
And the thing is that you have to stop harping about the fact that you might have gone over this weekend. It's one weekend. Thanksgiving is not 52 weeks in the year. You're not going to be doing this every weekend. And so you have to know that, you know what, next weekend nothing's happening. You know you can actually go back to plan starting tomorrow or today, the next meal, and already go back to your regular habits. And then if you fall again, just come back again. And that's the trick. You can't use the one meal, the 1 week, the 1 month to just deter you completely for the rest of the journey.
Look at what Paula said. She says, ask yourself, what am I going to do tomorrow to support my goals? I love that. That is a great question to ask yourself. I think maybe the number one question is, again, revisit your why.
Yeah.
When you're when you know you had a really long weekend, a really sabotaged weekend, or you sabotaged yourself, deal with it.
Yeah.
Get over it. Forgive yourself.
Yeah.
Please forgive yourself. Because
negativity is the worst thing for this journey.
Exactly. It's going to impede your progress completely. If you are negative about it,
or angry at yourself, or hate yourself,
how are you going to keep going?
I'll kind of equate it to this. Everybody's heard the term, like, you know, if you talk to plants,
they grow.
Better, right?
Yes.
It's the same thing with yourself
as a human. Thing.
If you keep attacking your body and yourself and your mental state, your body will not want to respond. It'll be like, well, okay, you're being like that, then you know what? I'm not going to be.
Exactly.
I'm not going to try to.
Why would I care?
But if you're positive, you know, I can do this. That will happen. I can get there. And you keep trying, your body will respond. So that's the thing. That's why we keep talking and harping about this positivity. You need to make sure that that's always at the forefront of this journey.
And I honestly think, too, it's not even being positive for yourself, but being positive for other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that really has a huge part about it, too, is not only positive on your own journey, but being positive about other people's journeys or what other people are going through.
Yeah. So thank you guys for this awesome chat about this today. Of course, if anybody has more tips on the stream, we'll read them out. But now we'll actually go into our weekly recap. So
you can do it, Lori. Right. Awesome. I'm glad. Yes, right there.
She goes, read it out.
She goes, thank you. You offer so much positive support, especially when I'm beating myself up and dreading weigh-in on Wednesday. I can do it. Exactly. You can do it. You can totally do it, Lori. Guess what? It is just one day. It's one weekend, and there are so many other weekends.
Yeah, Shannon, you can email it.
So please, 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 please go in on Wednesday with your head held high no matter what that scale says.
But, so Baby BB wrote, how do you stop at only one cookie or only one donut? That's my problem. I eat healthy for a week or more, then I want to treat myself and I can't just stop at one. The thing is that you're still coming back. You see that thing you said, you can't stop at one and then you come back. That's the thing. As long as you always come back and you just always return, that one day where you have that box of donuts will not undo the week or 2 weeks beforehand that you actually succeeded and you were doing well.
Yeah.
It won't erase everything. It'll slow you down.
It will slow you down.
And so you keep working that way. Eventually you find certain things that you can do that are less, you try to get things that are not as enticing to you. So you like donuts, maybe get a kind that you don't like as much, not your favorite donut. Or maybe create yourself a rule around it, like we always do.
Mm-hmm.
Say, I'm only allowed donut once a week. I only get to buy it at this location, and I can only buy it at this date on this day of the week, and I can only do that, and that's my rule. And you set it that way, so every week you can look forward to that. You go get that one donut, so you won't buy a whole box instead.
Exactly. Exactly. That's a great way of looking at it. And again, when it comes to the holidays, because there's so much food in front of you, I understand it's a lot harder. But guess what? That holiday only comes once a year.
Yeah.
And make...
This is our worst time of year.
Yeah.
This is me and Jean-Luc's worst
time of year.
I think
it's most people's worst time of year.
I don't know if they're people. I mean, I just know for us.
A lot of people that we've been talking to have been saying that the fall is the hardest time of year for them.
This is where you have the more temptations. It's also the time where depression comes into mind. The darkness is, you want comfort food. You want things that are making you feel comfy. It's almost like coldness is coming, so you want warm things. So everything is not pushing you towards the healthier options right now. And your mental state is all about comfort and comfort. So this is the hardest time of year for us. This is where we gain our weight all the time.
Shannon, did you want our email address? Yes, there you go. Thanks, Cynthia. I appreciate that.
www.gaze@gmail.com. Yeah.
So, again, words of advice: plan, track, forgive yourself.
Yeah.
Enjoy food. I'm gonna tell you, enjoy it.
Exactly.
Be smart about it.
Yeah.
But enjoy it.
And move on. Okay, so what did we do this week, honey?
Woohoo! We did a lot. Well, we did a lot this last week. We did a lot. Well, we worked.
Yeah, worked.
Work.
We went to Windsor this weekend.
And then we head off to see my parents in Windsor on Friday. So we drove into Windsor and we got there and it was like blistering hot. It was like 20 degrees, summer. And it was crazy. And then we go outside on their balcony for a few minutes just to get some air because their apartment's a little warm.
Yeah.
And then we go outside and
it was
freezing.
All
the temperature just dropped. It was insane.
And it was cold the rest of the weekend. We ended up indulging a lot. His mom made Rice Krispie Squares.
Okay, so I love your mom, and my mom might be watching, and don't get me wrong, but I told her on the phone, I said, Mom, you can make a dessert, and it was supposed to be pudding chamar. For those of you who don't know what this is, it's a poor man's pudding. So basically, it's this caramel sauce that you pour over a cake, and then the caramel sauce gets absorbed through the cake, and then creates like a coat, like this gooey caramel gunk at the bottom. It's amazing. It's delicious.
Well, it's
not WW friendly at all. I don't even think there would be a way of making it WW friendly, to be honest with you. So she made that, and I said, okay, Mom, make that. Kind of like a poke cake, but it's not the same. Like it's like butter, salt. No.
Yeah, it's not healthy.
Butter, brown sugar, and white sugar.
I think you're making people want to eat it.
Yeah,
so let's
it's really.
She made a lot of dessert for us.
Yes. So then she made. Then she also made butter tarts.
Yeah.
Pecan butter tarts and Rice Krispie Square. And then she pulled out some white chocolate macadamia nut cookies and some muffins. And
we ate all of it.
It was all. We had a little bit of everything. Then for dinner, for turkey, we had a good turkey dinner.
Yeah, but we still had stuffing. And
we had a great breakfast that morning though. Chicken and eggs. We had stuffing and potatoes.
Yeah, we had our Starbucks.
Yeah, we had a Starbucks.
Yeah. Went to a WW Windsor.
We did go to the.
We didn't actually we did get to speak. So shout out to Amanda, Judy, Tina, and Roseanne.
And it was great meeting you, Judy, in person. Yay! Yeah, Judy's been following us for a while now, and she actually, her husband knows my dad. They used to work together at Chrysler, so it's kind of funny. It was great to see my parents as well.
Yeah. So we actually weighed in this week. I actually lost 6.9 pounds. So this is before all the eating. So I was 173.2, so I lost 6.9 this week. And Jean-Luc, you were?
I was at 180 on the dot. I'm not at lifetime right now. I'm still above my lifetime goal, so I'm still paying.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it is. And I will say this. On October 13th was my 1-year anniversary of my lifetime. And I can't tell you that I was not a little bit disappointed that I was not at lifetime right now. But it didn't really bug me. Because I still feel better than I've ever felt before. And I still feel like I'm in control. I have the power. I'm the one that controls this journey. Nobody else controls it.
We worked out every single day. We did not slow down a workout. So that's one of the things we did this weekend. Instead of just being lazy, we actually worked out every single day.
Every single day.
So we try to keep track of that. So you know what? We're moving on. Tomorrow is a new day, and we already have our lunches ready. Everything's prepped. We're ready to go. It happened. We move on.
Yep.
That's the way it is. Next weekend is our moving day weekend. We are actually moving out of our house. So this is the last video. Well, the last live video, because there's a few videos we've filmed in this house that haven't been aired yet, because we're planning for stuff to come out in the next few weeks. But this is the last time that you guys will see this house in a live
setting. I know. Yeah. Bye house.
Yeah. So next week you guys will get to see a condo.
It's funny because we didn't think that we were gonna miss it, but today really impacted us a lot.
That's the reason we went for a long walk. We kind of said goodbye to our neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be really, really. Yeah. Next weekend we'll be out of exercise. Yeah.
Yeah. So next weekend we're moving. We. Planned next week's show we'll be showing you guys a tour of our condo.
Yep, and it'll just be questions.
Yeah, and my mom's going to be there. So my mom will be there for a chat about, because she's struggling right now too, so we'll probably all talk a lot about struggling next week.
I think next week will be struggle, because we've been struggling for the last little while. We keep coming back, though, and we will be starting some new memories, yeah.
So that'll be next week, so the tour will probably be only on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
And we can't bring all three, so my mom's gonna help us out. We'll walk around the house and show you guys. So we actually went to vote today. That's another thing we did today.
Mm-hmm. We did go to vote today, and it was funny because it was the early votes today. It was the last day to
cast your
early vote because we are moving, and the fact that we're moving, we weren't registered to vote at our new condo next weekend, so we had to vote here. Luckily, it was a federal election. It was a federal vote, so it still works out for us no matter which way. And I will be honest, it was a tough decision to make. Yeah. But.
And we don't we don't tell you who to vote for.
No, because I'm not judging anybody for who they vote for. No. Everybody has the right to their own opinion. Yeah. As long as no one's hurting each other, that's all that matters. Yeah. And if you want to complain about the vote, you better have voted. Yeah, that's what we believe in. If you needed, if you're going to complain about how our country is run and how the politicians run things, you need to make that vote. Yeah. So that's basically what we're going to say on that. But we took a 2-hour walk after that vote.
So we basically planned on walking to voting, and we decided to keep walking. We wanted to get our exercise on. We didn't want to go to the gym, so we thought, let's just keep walking.
Well, and the funny thing is Nick goes, well, maybe if we walk, we can get that bag of chips that we didn't eat while we were at your mom's. The second night, because we ate some the first night. Yes. But the second night we didn't have a bag of chips because Nick ate too much dinner. Yeah. And
I got gypped. Yeah. I got gypped.
Can someone show those? Thank you. I love our moderators. They're so on the ball. You guys rock.
So we wipe the vote, and we just encourage all of you to go vote. Yes. Don't we won't talk about what we voted, but just please do it. It's important. We're a country that allows to do this. You don't know what could happen if we start losing this power of the vote, because some people in the world don't have that power.
I'm voting for the LCBO. You're too funny.
Yeah. Okay. Last week we announced our monthly contest winners for our one-on-one chats. So just a reminder, we have a monthly contest where you can actually have a one-on-one video chat with us for 30 minutes. So if you want to participate in that, just email us at www.gaze@gmail.com. And so I just wanted to remind a few winners, because right now there's a few people who have not contacted us. So you want to do the ones that say missing?
Sure. We have for the month of May, Imogen, which is Moj. I'm going to actually reach out to Moj, because Moj and I have chatted a few times, so she might be just busy, so I'll try to reach out to her.
And the next person is Niurka Garcia, so we have not been able to get in contact with her.
And we've actually spoken for July, Brenda M, so we will be in touch, Brenda, to set an actual time and date with that. Yeah. Most likely after the move now, because this week is going to be insane for us. Yeah.
And then for August, Denise Lightning. So we've not heard from Denise. So if you are watching, just either comment below or send us a message through email, www.gaze@gmail.com.
And for September, Anita E. So she has reached out to us, so we're good with Anita. We will be reaching out once we are settled in and getting some time, okay?
And our October winner is Kathleen Coburn, who, again, we have not been able to get in contact. So if any of you know these ladies, just maybe let them know and have them reach out to us, okay? And also another contest went live this week.
It sure did. It is our tour contest. It's the WW Gaze tour contest, which is we are asking anybody anywhere in any location across the world if you would like us to somehow be present or speak at your workshop. We're not saying that we will be there in person. But some will be in person, of course, if they're in the GTA. Yeah. Or in Ontario, possibly, depending on if it's...
Or if we travel somewhere. So it's we just want to know why do you want us to come to your workshop?
Why do you want us to come to your workshop? And we're asking you to create a video or some type of something to get our attention.
Even just an email with a poem, an email with a story, an email with just a good letter.
Lori, I'm going to say this right now. We might not be able to come to Alberta, but we will create a virtual workshop. We will attend one of your workshops virtually. We've been doing this with a few locations now, and it's actually been very successful. So we can actually still do our talk.
If you're from Australia, from the UK, from any other parts of Canada, the United States, we can actually work with your workshop and actually call in and talk to you guys virtually at your workshop instead of us coming there in person. So you guys can connect a one-on-one chat that way with us.
That's so cool. Heather, one of our original winners for our very first, before we started our tour, said they're working on their contest, their contest right now, and they think we're gonna like it a lot. So that's awesome. I love hearing that, and I know that the Stouffville workshop as well is doing the same thing. So
I think Nanaimo too.
And Nanaimo as well. Yeah.
So again, just to reiterate, all we want you guys to do is to send us an email with something that shows why you want us to come and speak at your workshop, either in person or virtually. And that email includes your workshop day, location, and time, as well as your coach's name. Because once we get that email, we'll then reach out to your coaches and start planning a way for us to actually set up this one-on-one. We actually, back in the day, when we did our first tour, we went to random locations. We actually didn't ask anybody for us to show up. And so this time we want to do it so that you guys tell us if you want us to visit. We don't want to...
We don't want to take over people's workshops.
Yeah, if you guys don't want us to go, we don't want to show up for no reason.
We want to make sure that people want us to be there, and we just think it's just... workshops are a very intimate place, and we never want to take over that time that people need in a workshop.
So Michelle Zerber was asked, how are we going to do that? With what about Skyping? So yes, so for some location, we've done Zoom conference calls or Skype conference calls, where most locations have a TV, so they plug in their laptop to the TV, and then we actually call in, and then we have a one-on-one chat with everyone. So that's what I'm saying. Anybody out there is eligible for this contest. So if you guys want us to speak, even if it's just you're one person, and you want us to speak at your workshop, send us an email with a letter explaining why you want us to talk to you or want us to talk at your workshop.
Exactly.
Because that might actually get you a workshop visit. So send it in, okay?
Oh, thanks, Kristen. That's very nice of you. We love uplift her.
Yeah, we love doing that. So
we've got Keiko sitting here too. He's in a ball.
He's sleeping.
I don't know. There was something wrong with him earlier. I think he ate something he wasn't supposed to.
Coughing.
He was coughing. It kind of worried us a little bit.
Yeah. So next a shout out.
So we're going to some shout outs. So I want to give a shout out back to Danielle Renee. She went back to the gym, but is still not seeing any results. And I just want to tell her that, you know what, we talked about this, and I saw a lot of people post on this, is don't think you're going to get results as soon as you start going back to the gym right away. Your body needs time to adjust. Your body needs time to absorb what you're doing to it. So give it a week or two before you start seeing, before you'll start seeing the changes. Make sure you're drinking your water. Make sure you're tracking. Those are all important parts. It's not just about the gym, okay? But good for you for going back there. That's fantastic, Danielle. I think that's amazing.
So my shout out is actually you wrote all these ones. You do this one, I'll do this one here.
Okay. Well, you could do one of those.
Okay, so I actually have a bunch of people I'm shouting out. So today I posted on our Facebook page that we were going live, and there's a few people who actually said they were going to be watching live. So I'm actually going to call them out right now, because if they're watching live, I want to say hi and thank you for sending a message. So Diane Kern, and I think I've seen her message. Beth Frustacci, I saw her message earlier as well. Lori Craven, we saw a message as well, so hi Lori. Jackie Trolson Curtis, hi Jackie. Fran Rustin, hi Fran. And Michelle Theriot Leblanc, hi everyone. So I know if you guys are watching, hi, thanks for posting. We love seeing your messages, so you guys understand, whenever we see you guys make a comment, like our posts, it actually makes us smile all the time, especially some of the comments we see. So I saw that.
That's crazy. So Susan, your mom, that's amazing, and Michelle, your son. So Susan was just saying that her mom was having a bad day, so her mom watched the video with her and had put a smile on her face, and that just goes to show you that, you know what, you don't need to be a WW member to watch us. We don't care if you are or not.
Yeah.
We honor and support WW because it really did change our lives, but guess what? Those teachings are they go beyond that, right? It's beyond just being part of WW. It's being a supportive network for each other.
Yeah.
And then as well as Michelle Zerver's son, he watched us last week with her, and she might have subscribed. That's hilarious. I love it. I love it.
Those are the next ones.
So we've got Margaret Rainville. She has been taken off of her blood pressure medication. That is an amazing NSV. So good for you, good for you, good for you. Yeah. So proud of you. We have Andy Mick, who also went back to the gym this week. Don't give up. Keep going. As many times as you don't want to give up, or you think you're going to give up, if you keep on going, it will become successful.
And so for those wondering how do we get these shoutouts, so Denise Privot is commenting on the chat right now. Yes, we do have a Facebook group. It's just, if you look for WW Gays or Jean-Luc and Nick, you'll find our group. It's a very supportive group. It's all about positivity. We don't allow any negativity. Everybody's just trying to support each other in this group, and that's what we want to thrive on. And so if you want to join it, you can, of course, join our group. And that's where we get most of these shoutouts from. And a lot of our content for our videos also comes from that group, because we ask them their opinion and they tell us what they want us to see. So a lot of the show that we do is shaped by them. So if you guys want to join, go right ahead. So you can keep going, Henry. Sorry. Karen and
Exactly, Claudia. Sandra D, don't you dare give up on making it to that Wonderland.
Yeah.
I won't let you.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to. You're too much. You're too inspiring to other people on our page, Sandra. So don't let this week bring you down.
Yeah.
Okay. You know you have it.
Yeah.
We got Karen Ann Smith because she knew her limits. She actually had signed up for a race. And I think she signed up for a half marathon and then said, no, I'm changing that to a 10K.
Yeah.
And then the day of, she went, no, I am not going to push myself. I'm only going to do 5K today because guess what? I'm not feeling up to it.
Yeah.
That is what's being accountable, people. That is a huge NSV right there. The fact that she was able to make that decision. And she didn't feel ashamed. Mm-hmm. She said, this is what I need to do for me because I'm not able to, I want to make myself and set an achievable goal.
Yeah.
And that's what she did. She realized that, guess what? If I put that half K in, I might not finish it and I'm going to feel bad about myself.
Exactly.
But if I finish this 5K, I know I did 5K. So that is fantastic. I commend you for that, Karen. That's not an easy thing to do. That's amazing. And then, again, we want to thank Judy Yvette because, of course, Judy is who we mentioned we know from Windsor. Her husband knows my father. They work together at Chrysler's. And she bought us a gift of course, our favorite snacks ever. Not snacks. Our favorite spices ever, which are from Trader Joe's. So this is awesome. And there's a new one in there. There's like a lemon pepper one in there. We've never tried that one. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Wow, 174 pounds?
That's amazing, Patty.
Patty, that's amazing. Yeah. Congrats to your friend.
Yeah. So this week we released 4 recipes. One of them was for cinnamon twist.
Yummy.
Jalapeno nuts.
Yummy.
Our banana cookies.
Yummy.
And our chili lime encrusted chicken roulade.
Oh my god, yummy.
Yes. So all 4 of these recipes we sent out those videos a long time ago, and now we basically. Yeah, so we re-released those episodes because, not those episodes, those recipes, because we're trying to put them all on Pinterest. So if you guys want to see any of our actual recipes, we're adding them on our Pinterest account. So just look for WWE Gays on Pinterest and you'll find us there. So these recipes were just added there this week.
And get rid of the I'm guilty. Just change it to, oh, I ate chips tonight.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't feel guilty about it. Get rid of that, Susan. Okay?
A few people, I've seen postings about these events coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, Judy.
Yeah.
I'm terrible right now. I apologize.
So, you guys have noticed WWE are starting up doing events around Canada. You guys have noticed that there's one coming up in Quebec. There's a few in different locations. So we actually are participating in one of them, which is the 5K Wellness Walk on October 26th, which is going to be at the Bronte Heritage Waterfront Park. It's from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. $25 per person, $50 per family. So there's a donation being made to WWE Good.
Yeah, you have to go to the GoFundMe.com /WW Good.
Yeah, and we'll be at that, and we're also going to be one in Halifax. We'll have more details on that one in a bit, but we will be visiting Halifax for an event as well.
Did you hear that noise?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard boom. Sorry, that was weird. The next thing too is what we just saw on Wednesday that was released, which is really cool, is WW has just sent out a couples membership.
Yeah, so apparently you can get a couples membership now where you can go as a duo to sign up.
And I don't think you need to be an actual couple from what I hear. You just need to be 2 people. So you don't need to be in the same household or anything like that, but you could go in as a couple. So that's awesome. Yes, Halifax, Paula, for Robin. We'll make sure we reach out as soon as we find out more information. Hopefully they will all know about it. And
Gwen, I don't think so. If you're talking about in December for Brassau, no, you're not available for that weekend, for the next wellness weekend. We are actually in New York that weekend, so we will not be able to make that wellness weekend. We had this booked months ago, actually.
Yeah, so, we're actually going to a play in New York with friends of ours.
Yes, Diane wants to ask, will it be cheaper for the couples membership? Yes, it is. There's actually a discount.
There's a different pricing for that. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly how it works. We don't have the
all the
information
details.
on
We just saw it announced. We thought we'd let you guys know because I think for a lot of people this might be beneficial.
And FYI, people, we do have some information that we do get told ahead of time, but there's a lot of it that we don't know a lot about still because we are still not employees of WW, right? So we are just we are Canadian ambassadors. Yes, thank you, Gwen. Sorry that we won't be there. We would have loved to have been able to be out there in December. Although December in Montreal would be freezing, wouldn't it?
Oh, it'll be freezing in New York.
I know it'll be freezing in New York too. I never thought about that. December anywhere other than the Caribbean.
Or Australia.
Or Australia, exactly.
So we had to talk about next week's live show. Just want to reiterate, we're doing a tour of our new condo because we are moving Saturday. This is our last Monday in our house. And then we also will have my mom will be there. So my mom will be with us next Sunday at 8 p.m. And she will we'll talk with her about struggling because all three of us are all struggling. So we'll just chat about it while we show you the condo and maybe even unpack and show you guys as we're unpacking some of our stuff.
That's exactly basically what you're going to see. It's going to be really weird because there's going to be boxes everywhere still, and it's not going to be set up the way we probably want it to be set up. But we really want to live in the place a little bit before we actually do make any changes.
So that's basically our week and what's coming up.
Yeah.
We've talked about everything.
We have. We knew this week might be a little bit of a quicker week just because we were away.
And Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
We're actually shocked we had this many people watching.
I am completely shocked that we've had 79 people watching the entire time.
Yeah.
I didn't think we would have this many just because it is Thanksgiving.
It is a long weekend. And it's Monday, so a lot of people are still in other countries anyways, or have already went to work. Yes, Kay was right there.
Yes, my Katie Saba. And
we're nervous about them moving. We won't lie. Yeah, we're nervous about them, but we're show them as much love as possible so they feel, the love and that they don't stress out too much when we move next week.
Thanks, Kim, for asking that question, Gwen. Yeah, I'm not sure what she means about the box. The Canadian box. I saw that earlier.
Something earlier. What was I talking about, Claudia? Because I don't remember. The problem is sometimes I think of something and then we one of us talks and then I lose what I was talking about. So.
Yes, we do interrupt each other. We've had some people make comments about that. We apologize, guys. It's just who we are. We try not to, but we don't mind. Like, we don't get upset with each other when we do it. It just happens. We know we do it to each other all the time.
It's because sometimes we think of something when someone triggers something and we don't want to forget it. So we're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then that's what usually happens. If you don't say it, I forget it, which is what happened probably there. So yeah, so thanks so much, everyone. If you have any other questions, put them up. Otherwise, we're going to end now. We'll end earlier tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys have any questions, go right ahead. If not, you guys will watch us put stuff away again like we did last week.
Don't change. We love you guys just the way you are. Oh, thanks, Paula. Yeah, we don't ever want...
Oh, yes! The dinner party thing. Thank you.
Oh, darn it!
Thank you.
No! I'm keeping it... No. He's not allowed to talk about it. It's not even a dinner party.
Okay, so...
It's not even a dinner party.
It's not a dinner party. So... Okay, so we actually... During our walk today... I had an idea. I was like, Jean-Luc, why don't we, rent a cottage next summer and, invite 10 friends and 10 fans.
Well, not invite 10 friends, but, and this is how it would work, we would most likely have some type of fee where you would come and spend a weekend at a cottage with us, and we would do cooking set demos, and we would do activity, and we would do chats. So our own little, getaway.
Yeah.
For those who would be interested.
Yeah.
So we're thinking about it.
We're thinking about doing this. So it's like this is something that interests you guys.
We're not. I'll bartend. I'm in. So again, it's a thought. We might start off small.
Yes.
We don't want to do anything huge just because, we're not sure how that would work, to be honest with you. And just being the two of us might be a lot. So
and we probably just do it once just to try it out.
Yes.
But we thought that would be a fun idea because we love entertaining people.
We do. And we think in a cottage would be fun because it would give us that whole weekend.
And we can go for walks and explore nature.
And and we can also do maybe some vision boards and all sorts of stuff.
All sorts of stuff.
And we're thinking if we do it in small, intimate groups, it might be a little bit easier that way for now. And then maybe
that's fine. They look all excited.
I know they're all excited, but I just don't want to disappoint people if it's something that we just is.
If it doesn't happen, we're asking for their opinion. If they think it's a cool idea.
Yes, it's a very cool idea. I thought it was a great idea when he mentioned it earlier today.
Yeah, we thought it was a fun thing because we love doing it. And we want to go to cottage and how much more it would be fun with a bunch of people that were all on like-minded journeys. So
I would be interested in a vision board. Hi, Diane. Guess what, Diane? I'm actually thinking of we're actually possibly doing a live vision board episode one day. We will prepare you guys ahead of time for that. A place between Ontario and Quebec, Renee says. Oh, that's awesome. I'll bring my ukulele. Oh, cool, Rosie.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what we can do. We don't know exactly yet, but
I love that idea too. That other people have things to offer, like yoga classes or meditations.
Make it a sharing kind of event.
Yeah, some type of sharing event. So I don't know. We're gonna work on something possibly. So keep an eye out for that.
And so
you have a vision board. Good.
Yeah. So we just thought it was an idea. So we'll see what comes up. We also next summer we're thinking of doing W Days at Wonderland. We hit this year, just never planned out because of the move and the cruise. We just didn't have time to do it, but next summer we really think we want to organize a day where we ask our fans to come join us at Wonderland so that we can have a day there so that we can have everyone celebrate with us and we can actually get on roller coasters.
Yes, exactly.
I haven't fit in one coaster at Wonderland for like 7 years. I think that New Brunswick would be a great place. Tons of fresh seafood. Bring you dig your own clams. Yukon Strike. Yeah, Yukon Strike. I've never been on that one. We've never been on that new roller coaster, the Yukon Striker.
Maybe you'll be able to be at Wonderland.
Yeah.
Wonderland.
So we have all these ideas. We
actually even have, and I'm gonna say it because we had the U.S. reach out to us about Cedar Point too.
Yeah, we had someone in the U.S. reach out about Cedar Point possibly.
So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna start putting some stuff away, everybody. Yeah. I'll see if I can sing a song in the background. I don't know what to sing though.
I think that was just meowing. He was trying to sing.
I don't know what to sing. What songs can I sing? What song do you guys want me to sing?
Yeah, Mom, we won't forget you. We'll tell you the dates.
Of course we'll forget you. We don't want you to be there. We want you to be there, Mom.
So thanks so much, everyone. So we will be cleaning up. So as I'm cleaning up, I'm actually going to push this back so you guys can see our setup. This is what you guys look like right now. See, you're right here. This is what everything looks like. Let's change the angle, honey. Okay. Let's put you guys lower. This is what everything looks like. This is where we see your comments right here. And then we have Facebook right here, and then we have Instagram right there, which just ended. So Instagram was telling us it's time to go. Yeah, thank you for being a friend. So Shannon saying sing that. Thank you for being a friend. I don't remember the rest. We should know this.
Thank you for being a friend.
We should get up, we're here now.
Oh, I didn't realize we're there.
We're putting stuff away. Okay, bye on Facebook.
Hi. Come and knock on your door. They'll be waiting for you. 'Cause the kisses are hers and his, three's company too. Oh, I have nothing over here anymore.
No,
it's so weird.
The screen went out.
He turned me off. Now I don't see any comments. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah. Okay, now a fun song. I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control, 'cause the power you're supplying, it's electrifying. Better shape up, 'cause I need a man. And my heart is set on you. You better shape up. You better understand. But my heart must be true. Oh, my love for me and you. You're the one that I want. You are the one I want.
Honey. The one that I want.
You are the one I want. The
Honey.
one I need. Oh, yes, indeed. Okay, another song. Okay, done crying now, laughing. That's what we wanted. I was like, oh my god, I don't want people to cry.
Exactly. Okay, I'm still putting stuff away, guys. You want to? You could probably push them back more if you want now.
Push them back.
Like push them back further.
You guys are awesome.
There you go. You guys can keep watching us.
Ending.
You guys can keep watching us as we're putting stuff away.
Putting things away. Hey, watch Coco's. How about getting a Coco's view? Coco's. Let's do Coco's vision.
Keiko's vision?
Keiko's vision. Hi, Keiko's. Look at this cute kitty.
We can pack her filming
Look
equipment
at this
now.
cute kitty. Isn't he cute kitty? I love this baby. You too, Judy. Have a great week.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks again, everybody.
Have a great, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Be thankful for everything. We didn't even say anything about Thanksgiving because we've been thanking everybody all week about it. But we will end on, hope everybody had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Love yourselves.
Yeah, and we'll see
Be
you
good
next
to
week.
yourselves. Don't forget, one positive thing a day.
New decor next week.
No more tree.
No more tree. No
I'm
more
gonna-
living room. No more red wall. Our house is going to be gone.
I didn't think I'd be sad about it, but I am a little bit.
Yeah, it's the end of a chapter. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.